Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. You know, it's just after 1 o'clock. I've had to put my light on in the living room. It's just turned dark. I think we're in for a lot of rain again today. Well, the forecast on my phone does say rain. But I've been busy this morning. This is the first time today. It's just after 1. I've had my lunch and that I've sat down to do any knitting, because I've been busy cooking this morning. And you know, I made myself a cup of coffee and I forgot to put my little cozy on, so I better drink this before it gets cold, as I'm not going back downstairs for it. I have 2 of them and both of them are downstairs. I should keep one up here. I usually put it on before I pour the hot water and that in, because there's some soap to get the cozy on the cup while it's full. But anyway, I've been doing a little bit cooking this morning. I'm going to just show you a little bit of what I've been doing, so I'm afraid I'm going to make you hungry. So I'll stop this video for a couple of minutes and just show you what I've been doing. Beef stew. Where's my spoon, mate? Beef stew tonight. Need to thicken the gravy when it's almost ready. Plenty carrots, potatoes, beef, onions, and I did put a little bit broth mixture in there somewhere, just because I wanted a few peas. Oh, there's a little pea out of it. I didn't have any leeks. I usually have stuff that I freeze and put a bit of leek in, but that's the beef stew. I've got it on high at the moment. It's only been in an hour and I'll turn it down to low after about another half hour. And I am making some apple crumble. I had a few apples that were going wrinkled and that, so I've stewed them a little bit. There's plenty of apple there, some demerara sugar, and what I mix it with, some butter and flour with a pinch of salt. And I'm going to to put my hands in like that, and I think I've already done a tutorial on my cooking channel for both the beef stew and the crumble, I think. So I'll have to put my phone down now because I've got my hand full of flour. Use my other hand to shut the phone off. It's my crumble ready to go into the oven. I'm going to put it in at 180 degrees for about 25 minutes. That should be all it should take. It's quite a large one because that's a large dish I used to use for my family when there was 5 of us. So I'm going to share that with Molly and Anne. Well, that's apple crumble. Nice golden brown. Just ready to have with my stew later on for my tea. So that's what I've been doing today, making some beef stew and some apple crumble, because I had quite a few apples in my... I always use eating apples when I make crumbles, because you don't have to add any sugar. And I purposely leave, you know, 1 or 2 apples in my bowl that I get every week and let them go a little bit wrinkled, because they get a little bit softer when you do that. So I had quite a few apples and I thought I better get them used up, because after a while it'll not be wrinkled anymore, they'll go rotten. So that's what I did. And I'll be sharing the crumble with my friends Molly and Anne, because it's quite a large one. It's one I used to do for, you can tell by the dish it's old, it's all burnt on. It could do with something on it to take all the burn off the dish. But when when my husband was alive and they still had the 3 kids when there were kids at home, so it was quite a large one. a large dish for to make the crumble, because there was quite a lot of apple actually. So I'll be putting some into tubs and taking some in for Molly and some for enough for Anne and her husband Bob. Because Molly's on her own, but Anne still has a husband with her. And we do that for each other. I've also the stew. I'll probably give a little bit of the stew for Anne because she always makes soup. She makes her own soup, and then sometimes she gives me a tub full. And when I do anything like that, I do that for her. We give to Molly now and again, like, but Molly likes to make her own, like. So that'll be my good deed for today. And that's why I haven't had time to do any knitting and that. I had other things to do and that this morning, and so I picked up this. Still not sure, not until I've actually knitted the full back and see how all the colours are going to come out, whether I'll keep it for myself or not. I've already had one lady ask me if I'm going to sell it, can she buy it? I haven't even seen what it looks like yet. But that you're saying that's how much. I'm doing just a couple of hours of this today because it is my bingo night tonight, so I'm not going to have time tonight to do my other one, which I'm going to take to bingo anyway. So I'm doing a couple of hours on this, maybe till about 3 o'clock, and then I'll start on my other one. This is the one I like best, the one that Lisa sent me the wool for again. It was Lisa that sent me the voucher for the first one that I actually made. I bought the wool myself from with the voucher from I forget what you call that wool place. You know, memory's terrible if I remember. Hobbycraft. I went into Hobbycraft and bought the wool. But you know, this is the same yarn. It's a different dye lot and all that, naturally, because it's quite a long time since I made the other one. But this wool feels finer. I swear I'm knitting with 4-ply. It's a lot finer, and I used 2.75 millimeter for the needles, and you can see they're not that small, the stitches. And I'm using 3.75 for the body, so that it comes out smaller. And if it does stretch, I'm doing the smaller size. If it does stretch, because my other one did stretch about 3 inches widthways, lengthways and sleeveways as well. So if it does stretch, it's not going to be too, it'll probably stretch to fit a little bit better than when it's first made. But anyway, I'll be doing a little bit of that from about 3 o'clock until the time I get my tea, and then when I go out, and I'll take it with me to the bingo. But I'm doing some of this one. This one, the wool feels thicker. It's thicker than this one. It is double knitting, but it is thicker, and I can tell. I did a little test to try to see, because it's majestic and I don't know what's in it, just mixed fibre. I did a little test to burn some of it to see how it burns, because if it burns, if it all goes to ash when it burns, it's pure wool or cotton. But I think if it's cotton, it burns with a different colour. The light on the burning thing is a different colour. But this burned, I think it is just all acrylic, because when it burnt, all the stuff was in little lumps, little lumps, and that you could break them up, but it wasn't ash, so I know there's no cotton or wool in it. It's either all acrylic and something else. I don't know what else could be in it, but it looked like it's probably all acrylic. But it is quite nice to knit with as well. I like the feel of it. It feels like it's a very good acrylic. It feels more like premium to me, the feel of it. Just the way it's wound as well. It's tightly wound, the strands. But anyway, I haven't done anything of anything else. Just I had that beef in my fridge, and I didn't put it in my freezer, so I thought I'm going to have to use that up. And that's why I did beef stew today. That's what I buy it for, but I usually split the pack up into a few pieces, so just to do enough for one meal for myself. But I thought I'll do the whole lot and share it with my friends. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.